It's Nurse T coming to you with a quick video on why I decided to make YouTube. So I worked the weekend shift this weekend and I had a patient who I spent 3 days working with. Well, today is her birthday. So on yesterday, she cried to me. She told me about this was the 5th birthday she spent in the hospital, including all the other coexisting, disease processes she has going on. But, sometimes we have to stop and think, these people are going through the most. And just kind of hearing some of her background and the stuff that she goes through on the regular, it really touched my heart. So I decided last night I was going to stop by the store, get some balloons, perhaps get a banner, some flowers. So when she'll wake up to this birthday welcoming, just to let her know, hey, you might not have it all at this point, but by God, we woke up. And I'm not saying this to say that I don't know what she's going through, because I'm sure. I've had my rough days. I've had, some scares along the line that could have caused me to be a person that's been in and out the hospital. But through it all, I thank God and I pray for her as well. But today I just plan to make that day, this morning, a special morning for her. And while I was in the store, the guy asked me, he said, hey, are you a nurse? Because I usually take my badge off before I go in any store after work. But this particular day, I was, I'm trying to rush in there, grab some stuff. I'm all into the cards, looking at them and deciding what's the best card for her, And so when I got up to the register, he asked me, he said, hey, the cashier, he said, hey, are you a nurse? And I said, yes. And then I get so all passionate about talking. So then he proceeds to say, I have a sister who wants to be a nurse, but what kind of person do you have to be? What is it about? Like, how do you have to be or whatever? And I was telling him, I was like, well, because it has been told to me that nursing has become a business, and sometimes as a nurse, you can get drugged into that feeling that way, that, hey, we're here to do X, Y, and Z. And we spend 90% of our times at the computer trying to document everything, because what wasn't documented wasn't done. But again, at the end of the day, we forget the reason why most of us got into nursing to begin with. And that's, we're all human. And I know after hearing my name called nearly 1 million times every day at work, because I feel like I'm doing my role, this role, that role. But at the end of the day, so sometimes that can be, a bit frustrating. But then that's when you have to go in the bathroom, look in the mirror, and do those self-reality checks. And, number one, thankful. I'm thankful I land my career as to what I wanted to do in life. Secondly, the patients that are here did not ask to be here. And, it weighs heavy on my heart sometimes to see the things that these patients are going through, and then they turn around and the care that they get, sometimes it doesn't fall in the right hands. And sometimes that makes me very uneasy, especially if I witness it. And, I go in to assist someone, and then I'm seeing this, so I put a stop to it. I stopped the line. But I know I'm getting off topic as far as in what the cashier was telling me. But I just told him, make sure she go in for the right reason, that she have a heart, that she's compassionate, that she wants. So I know y'all probably like, why is this girl talking to me with all these wet stains on her shirt? I told you this is a very impromptu video. I was about to head out the door because I had a little extra time, and I was about to go to Starbucks before work. But then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? This is why I told people on my Snapchat that I created this channel so that other people who aspire to be nurses can kind of have an idea, because I was once that person. They might not have anybody on their timeline on social media that's talking about nursing. They might not have anyone in their family that's talking about nursing. There are a million YouTube videos out there that might be talking about nursing, but sometimes we connect to people differently. Some people might have such a different approach. You could pick up the vibe or the content a lot smoother from certain people. But so I wanted to join into this YouTube family to give my input and my perspective on things. What I know, I will share. What I don't know, I won't hit too hard on it, because I'm a firm believer that if you know something, you can teach it. So whatever the topic may be, if it's something I'm passionate about, or if I feel like I struggle with it as a new nurse, I'm going to teach it, because this channel is here to help new nurses. New nurses adapt to nursing bullying, being afraid to start an IV pump, or being afraid to go in there and approach a patient or whatever. For aspiring nurses that's thinking about it but don't know if they can do it. I was once that person. I didn't know if I can do it. I was a CNA for a number of years. I didn't know how I was going to go from CNA to RN. Was I smart enough? Did I have what it takes? Baby, you do. In order to go forward, you just basically need to be yourself, be your humble, compassionate, trustworthy. But anyways, I'm going to see if I have a few minutes to still run by Starbucks to get that drink that I wanted to get before work. I'm on day 3 of my 3 shifts in a row. And I'm still hanging, girl. It's all about that positive attitude, right? That's what I tell myself every day at work. And my counselor used to always say, make it a great deal or not, the choice is yours. And that is so true. Again, all right, so it's your girl, Nurse T, and I'm out. If you want more of me, if you have any ideas on what you would like to see any videos on, please comment down below. As always, take care.